In today's increasingly climate-conscious marketplace, the way companies communicate their environmental impact can be just as important as the products they create. For businesses operating in the valves trade, especially those exporting globally, transparent and effective corporate communication around carbon accounting is rapidly becoming a differentiator. One of the key areas where this comes into play is in sharing the carbon footprint or embodied emissions of valve products within brochures and technical specifications, a move that both responds to regulatory pressures and meets the expectations of environmentally responsible customers. Start by acknowledging the reason for communicating carbon data in the first place. Many industries and clients are now prioritizing supply chain emissions as part of their sustainability goals, tracking every step from raw material extraction to final delivery. By providing clear and credible information about the embodied emissions in valve products, your company demonstrates both environmental responsibility and responsiveness to client needs. Presenting this information effectively begins with clarity. Use straightforward language to explain what embodied carbon means, the total greenhouse gas emissions associated with creating and delivering each valve, from sourcing materials through manufacturing to the point of export. Offer a brief explanation in your brochures, along the lines of, "The embodied carbon reflects all emissions generated throughout this product's life cycle, providing our customers with transparent data for informed purchasing decisions." After setting the context, focus on the data itself. Bring precision and credibility to embodied emission figures by referencing third-party certifications or recognized standards, such as ISO 14067 for product carbon footprinting or the Greenhouse Gas Protocol's guidelines. Where possible, include QR codes or links to independent, detailed product carbon footprint reports. This gives technically minded audiences a path to deeper information, while keeping the main document accessible. When it comes to technical specifications, integrate carbon data alongside more familiar product features. For each valve, include a line item or a dedicated section labeled, for example, Embodied Carbon Emissions, X kg CO2e per unit. Clarify the system boundaries, such as whether emissions account for raw material extraction, manufacturing, operational life, and delivery to port. Even a simple footnote explaining, based on cradle-to-gate analysis certified by relevant body, boosts transparency and trust. Graphics and visuals can aid comprehension and bring the numbers to life. Infographics comparing the emissions of different models or visualizing reductions achieved through recent innovation help non-technical readers quickly grasp the relevance of the data. Consider using color-coded charts, comparable to energy efficiency labeling, to indicate lower versus higher carbon products within your portfolio. But facts and figures alone are not always enough. Context and story matter. Briefly highlight the measures your company is taking to lower embodied emissions, from sourcing materials with lower carbon intensity to investing in cleaner manufacturing processes. For example, through initiatives such as renewable energy adoption and material optimization, we have reduced the embodied carbon in our flagship Model X valve by 18% since 2021. This not only positions your products as sustainable, but also showcases ongoing commitment to improvement. Reinforce the business value for stakeholders, be it end users, regulators, or partners, by explaining the practical benefits of purchasing valves with lower embodied emissions. These can range from helping customers meet their own sustainability targets and reduce Scope 3 emissions, to qualifying for green procurement programs and complying with evolving international regulations. To further demonstrate leadership, invite feedback and dialogue. Indicate your openness to collaboration, whether by tailoring carbon accounting disclosures for specific clients or supporting custom sustainability reporting needs. In summary, effective communication of embodied carbon in valve product brochures and technical specifications is less about overwhelming detail and more about accessible, credible, and actionable information. It builds trust, supports client decision-making, and strengthens your company's standing in a world where sustainability is no longer just a value add, but a business imperative.